Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess, and we're here to talk about Jemele and Candiace Dillard Bassett, okay? I just got home from work about an hour ago. I done took me a bath, moisturized, and all types of shit, and now I'm here to give y'all these videos for the day, okay? Now, with that being said, as you guys already know that the Real Housewives of Potomac is now airing, okay? They're into their 7th episode, and I'm here for all of the mess, but I guess that Jemele is binge watching Real Housewives of Potomac earlier today. She decided to speak her opinion on what happened in season 5. God knows I don't understand why the hell she would do that, because all of us want to leave season 5 in season 5. We do not want to talk about season 5 at this point in time. But since she brought it up, we got to talk about it. Now, apparently she talked about Candiace and called Candiace out on some things, and not to mention Candiace also responded, and Monique also responded as well, okay? Now, I got an article here from the JasmineBrand.com. Here is Scotty by Nature TV. We always have to cite our sources, okay? Now, let's get into the article. Now, I'm going to get into the article, read the article, give you my opinion, and then you give yours down below, okay? So, let's get into this article. It seems like the explosive season 5 of Real Housewives of Potomac will forever be a hot topic. Recently, journalist Jemele weighed in on the fight that took place that season, and Candiace Dillard Bassett isn't too happy about her opinion. As previously reported during season 5 of Real Housewives of Potomac, the drama between Candiace Dillard Bassett and Monique Samuels came to a head, and the ladies got into a physical altercation. Following their reunion, Monique Samuels made the decision not to return to Potomac for another season. Potomac is currently airing season 6, but Jemele re-sparked the conversation about the fight that previously took place between Candiace Dillard Bassett and Monique Samuels. In a series of tweets, Jemele shared that she's catching up on episodes she missed, and she continued and revealed her honest thoughts on the fight, tweeting, "My guilty pleasure summer watch is Housewives of Potomac. I'm finally at the season 5 reunion where Monique brought out the binder. Here's what I'm not understanding about their fight. When you dare someone to drag you and then they do exactly what you asked, how is this an attack?" When a fan responded and said words and fists are two different things, Jemele replied, "Yes and no. If my words are about the fact that I'm ready to fight, then that's different." Candiace made it seem like she was ready for the get down, and clearly she wasn't. She added that the blame for the fight shouldn't be placed on Monique. Instead, both women are at fault for what happened. Clearly, grown women fighting is a terrible look, but it is blame on both sides. Candiace is always telling people that she's about that action, and then you get that action that you asked for. So part of me thinks the real emotional trauma is losing the fight. Candiace did not appreciate Jemele's take on the infamous incident, and she tweeted the commentator and said, "I messaged you on IG since you're too chicken shit to have your Twitter DMs on." However, Monique appears to agree with Jemele's opinion. The former Potomac left a comment on the Jasmine Brand's Instagram post showcasing Jemele's tweets and said, 3 laughing face emojis, love at Jemele. She keeps it unapologetically real. Monique also retweeted Jemele's tweet to her own Twitter page. Now, that was the article from the JasmineBrand.com. Now, here is what Scotty by Nature TV has to say on this matter. I really hate discussing this fight. I really hate discussing this fight. I cannot stand discussing this fight. God knows I hate talking about it, okay? I do not like talking about it. I've been on a good note with Potomac so far with these fans. Like, really? Because last season was miserable. I hated reviewing the show. I wasn't going to review it at all, but since we here to talk about it, I know everybody waiting on me to talk about this shit. Here we are. Okay, so when it comes down to Jemele's opinion, I cannot judge her for her opinion, because the opinion that I had last year was kind of similar to that. Now, one thing I will disagree with is the fact that Candiace always act like she's about that action. I won't say that she acts like she's about that action. I just say that she really chooses her words in a certain way that will really cut a person. That's what I will say. But either way, the fight wasn't warranted, and either way, it was misdirected anger at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Just looking back at everything that has went down. I watched season 5 again once they put it on Hulu and all of that stuff. And to be honest, the fight really was unwarranted. I do still feel like Monique took her anger out on the wrong person when Candiace had absolutely nothing to do with the rumors that came about. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell was she mad with Candiace about. Because like I said, I was dragging Monique for the first part of the season because I just didn't understand why she was so mad with Candiace, and she was sitting up here chummying it up with Giselle, and then not only was she doing it, Candiace was doing it too. And I just still feel like Giselle got all this shit going. Giselle and Ashley, the same way the shit happened with Wendy, it's the same way this shit happened with Candiace and Monique. Ashley gave Giselle the tea, and Giselle gave Monique the tea, and Monique took it and went to a whole nother place with it. I feel like Giselle and Ashley are to blame for the drama between them, but I do feel like Monique really had no reason to go after Candiace the way that she did. I mean, if you mad with her about something, okay, you mad with her. But the fight really wasn't necessary. But like I keep saying, for me, and I'm only speaking for myself, I'm 32 years old, right? I turned 32 in February of this year, 2021. The last time I was in anybody's fight was in September of 2011, meaning I'm 32, I was 22 the last time I was ever in a fight. And before that, the last time I was in a fight before I was 22, I was 18. And before that fight, I had not been in a fight since I was 12. So with that being said, I have not had many physical altercations. However, for me as an adult, I don't go out looking for fights. I'm very good at talking. I'm very good at fighting with my words. One thing about it, when a person is getting aggressive with me and they're, you know, putting me in a threatening position and it makes me feel like they're going to fight me, I turn around and I walk away. What I don't like, the only thing that I just disagree with Candiace on is the whole "are you going to drag me thing." That's the thing that I just could not agree with her on, only because of the fact that this is the same person that threaten to drag you while she's pregnant. So if she's crazy enough to threaten to drag your ass while she's pregnant, imagine what she'll do when she's not pregnant. So that's the only thing. That doesn't mean that I'm blaming her for it, but at the same time, it's kind of like when you're dealing with somebody like that, anything you say can be a trigger. Anything that you do, any wrong false move can be a trigger. Anything, it don't matter what the fuck you do, because at the end of the day, Monique just didn't like Candiace, and anything she fucking did was gonna ante up like MOP ante up. That's just what it was. So yeah, but I still feel as though the fight was unwarranted at this point. I don't think that the shit that she said warranted the fight. I feel like the person that deserved the ass whooping was Giselle, to be honest. I mean, yeah. But Monique, on the other hand, you need to stop commenting on everything that's involving the Housewives of Potomac. Because you even got a whole series on your own YouTube channel called Binder Time Stories, or whatever the fuck it's called. You need to just leave Potomac alone. Stop talking about it. Leave it be, okay? Just leave it be. There's nothing else to fucking talk about. We're over it. I'm tired of talking about this fight. That was probably the most toxic season of fucking Housewives of Potomac, to be honest. And I was so relieved when it was over. Let it stay in the past, please. We don't want to talk about this shit no more. And I'm just being real honest and transparent. We don't want to talk about this. As reviewers, we don't want to talk about it no more, because the shit was fucking just draining and just energy sucking. Nobody wants to talk about this. But then Jemele, girl, as a person that of your stature, you wouldn't even be agreeing with something like that. Honestly, you wouldn't even be agreeing with that. But what I don't like is, I don't like how people are automatically categorizing people as being ghetto and hood just because they got into a fight. That does not make you ghetto. It does not make you hood. Okay? It does not. Getting into a fight does not make you hood. People in suburbia get into fights. So, does that make them ghetto? Does that make them hood? No, it does not. So, I don't like that. Don't consider me ghetto because I got into a fight. Like I said, me personally, I don't go out looking for fights. Me personally, I'm a peaceful person. I get along with most people. I'm not necessarily looking for no fight. But at the same point in time, it's just like, for me, if I feel like it's going into a violent territory, then I'm going to remove myself from the situation. I'm not fighting anybody. That's just where I'm at with that whole thing. I'm not fighting a soul. If you think you finna fight me, okay. Let me tell you, I'm not going to look for no fight. But if you put your hands on me, I'm going to hit your ass back, okay? It's either going to be win, lose, or draw. I really don't care. If you put your hands on me, I'm going to fight your ass back. But I'm never going to be out here trying to start no fight. I will cut you with my words before I cut you with a knife. Period. That's just what it is. And that's a part of growth, okay? I ain't the same person I was last year. Trust and believe me, I'm not. I will say that that whole incident did make me look at it a certain type of way, in a different type of manner. But at the same time, I did, and I do still feel like there is some blame to go around for both. It's just that when you're in a heated argument and there's liquor involved and everything like that, then you got different semantics going on, like you had, you know, the push that Giselle gave Monique and all of that stuff that pretty much made her think that Candiace was pushing. It's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. But at the end of the day, Monique was wrong for putting her hands on Candiace, regardless of whatever. She was wrong for doing that. And I just think that Jemele should have just sat there and ate her food, pretty much. She shouldn't have even had nothing to say about that. And I know that there are people out there that's going in on Candiace for responding. But you can't get mad at the girl for responding. Jemele brought it up. At the end of the day, Jemele brought it up. She's the one who decided to talk about it when she had no business talking about it, period. At the end of the day, she had no business talking about it. So she could have just let that shit the fuck go and just sat there and ate her fucking food. But instead, she wanted to bring up some old shit. And now, my entire timeline was full of Candiace and Monique. I'm tired. Can we leave that be, Lord? Can we leave that be? Because Monique not even on the show no more. So we can just leave that alone, honestly. But do I think she's right for her opinion? No. Do I think she's wrong for her opinion? No. Because it's her opinion. It ain't no damn fact. It's her damn opinion. So whatever. She can think whatever the fuck she wants to think. But I don't necessarily agree with it. But because the whole part about Candiace be telling people she about that action, I don't agree with that. She don't. But I'm not. But at the same time, if I know I'm not about the action, I'm not gonna tell nobody to drag me. I'm just saying, and that's not me pointing the finger at her. That's not me trying to blame her for what happened. I'm saying for me, I know that I'm not trying to fight nobody. I'm not trying to get into no physical altercation. I'm not gonna tell nobody to drag me. Period. Say what you want. Feel however you want. I'm not telling nobody to drag me when I don't want to fight. Period. I don't want to fight. So I'm not telling nobody to drag me. That's all I'm saying. But however, with that being said, you guys, be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys share the video. Be sure to click that notification button, and so you can be notified whenever I get videos. And if you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and my IG will be down below. Alright, with that being said, you guys, your boy Scotty is out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at you later. Peace out.
We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.